Did y'all hear about this? This was wild. So I'll pull this up. This just happened a little bit ago, right? This was crazy. So I woke up a little while ago and I just barely saw this. So NBA legend Chauncey Billups Heat's Terry Rozier arrested as part of an FBI gambling probe. Like, this is something that like a lot of like mafia shows have, where it's like they talk to like, you know, some pro player is looking to get money or to get something done by like, you know, a syndicate. And so, you know, they have a group do something for them, but then the group says, okay, well, if you do that, you're going to have to, at one point or another, in the future, you're going to have to miss that ball, right? You're going to have to, you know, like not hit that free throw or something like that. And so, like, that's how it happens every time. And take the fall? Yes, exactly. And let me go back. I'll see if I find some more of this here. It was connected with the mafia? Yeah, of course. I mean, like, because it would make sense. I mean, why wouldn't you do this? It's smart to do this. So, yeah, anyway, let's go back over here. You should watch the mashup of Rozier throwing a game on Twitter. Well, anyway, I'm going to look at it. So this guy was betting on the outcome of the games of NBA. Well, let me look at this and we'll see what all this is. And holy fucking shit. And you're telling me this guy was betting on the outcome of NBA games? You don't say. You're not even trying. You're not even trying to hide it, bro. Like, you're not even trying to go in and be like, oh, well, geez, guys, I made a mistake. You're not even good enough to do that, and you're popping off doing this shit. Oh, my God. Mind you, he's getting paid $26 million a year. Yeah, I bet he's going to be getting fined even more than that, and it's going to be bad. It's, oh, my God. Look at this. Who is this guy? Guys, having a tough night. Jeez. Honestly, like, if you just play this footage in a courtroom in front of a jury, all you need is a jury of 8 people that know how to play basketball. Play this footage in front of them, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, no, he did that shit. Yeah, no, for sure, he did. Yeah, definitely. Having a tough night. Oh, yeah, turning it over again, right? So this assumes it's happened before, too. Rozier off the DHO, and he turned it over. Turned it up. No way. No way. That's just a mistake, right? That's not a big deal. Bro, these guys had an imposter on their team. That's insane. This guy's throwing the games like crazy. Oh my God. Guilty as Uncle Ruckus would say. Yep, that's right. It makes you question a lot of things with professional sports. I mean, I do think that sports betting, I mean, this is my outlook on it, right? Legalizing sports betting, I think that, I mean, like, you know, ask yourself the question, has it been a net positive or a net negative on society that now in the U.S., every single sports event, because here's the thing, right, is like there's such a massive industry of this. Like, there's a gas station I went to, and they even have slot machines that they're playing at the gas station. Like, gambling is now, I think it's getting a lot bigger. I think the reason why gambling is getting so big now, I'll tell you the reason why. It's because a lot of people have no hope and no money, and they want to just put their money and their hope into something, and for them, that's going to be gambling. They just want to they want to do something and find some way that they can get excited for the future, right? That's everywhere in Vegas. Maybe it is, right? But, like, that's basically it. It's getting worse. And they don't understand statistics. No, they don't. The sole exception of horse racing, it's so based. I mean, with this, I just feel like sports betting is so prolific now, and you have kids getting involved in it, etc. Is so basically, Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups has been charged in an illegal poker operation tied to the mafia. Well, this isn't even about Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier was arrested in separate but related betting case. Yeah, bro, like, and this is them talking about it right here.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches.
Wow.
What you don't know
is
that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest.
So they are, bro. See, this is what I was saying. Like, if they want to get you, they will get you.
Over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Individuals
sending them all to Valhalla, man. That's it. Yep, they're gone. And bad boys for life, not for a while. But don't they already get millions? Yeah, they do. But you know what's better than 26 million? 27 million. And so that's what happens. It's tracking real threats like NBA players and betting coaches, underage children being trafficked. I mean, I guess this is just somebody that wants to complain. I mean, obviously, like, the betting and shit like this is obviously bad, right? It's obviously bad. And so here it is.
We'll state some of the obvious things.
ESPN quickly pulls their sports ticker off the air that included an ad for sports betting ESPN Bet while reporting on the FBI's NBA coach on a gambling probe.
Right off the bat. We live in an entirely different atmosphere.
So you got ESPN Bet right there?
When it comes to sports gambling, then certainly those of us, Shefty and I, and some of the older people at the table, grew up in this business being around. Sports gambling was always something that was completely
it's under the table. It's something that you do, like you talk to a guy through like a bar, like a door with bars on it, and like you hand over the money, he hands you the money. It's like one of those things, right? But like now, it just apparently it's normal. The bookies, yeah, exactly.
Sort of in the shadows. It was something that leagues stayed far away from. It was something that networks like ESPN would stay far away from. Those days are obviously long behind us. You hear a lot about legal sports gambling on this show.
Oh, yeah.
The Bussin' Boys, obviously sports gambling.
You hear a lot about it, yeah, because there's an ad for it on the screen right now.
Is a huge part of what you do, so we put those all out there as a preamble because it might be in the back of people's minds, and we acknowledge that this is a different time and place.
It's gone.
However, there is a fine line, not so fine. There is a bold line that obviously has to be drawn between legal sports gambling when it comes to the public and anything that might infiltrate.
Well, you're rigging the game. I mean, like, it's not that complicated that you can't have people that are betting on the outcome of the game that are playing in the game. I mean, like, really, I mean, do we really need to have this spelled out? It's pretty fucking obvious that it's going to cause problems, right?
Into locker rooms and into teams, and we all knew it was going to be a complication as this became more and more prevalent within the world of sports.
Of course.
We'll state some of the obvious things right off the bat. We live in an entirely different atmosphere when it comes to sports gambling than certainly those of us, Shefty and I, and some of the older people at the table, grew up in this business being around. Sports gambling. Yeah, no, he right. I mean, like, there it is. The game was rigged from the start. What's also insane, NCAA just made it legal for student athletes to gamble on games. That's insane. Like, that actually is crazy. Like, the amount of gambling and shit that people are doing. 6 people charged on Thursday with turning professional basketball into a criminal gambling operations by using insider information to place unlawful wagers. Bro, like, this guy is just not good, man. Yeah. Oh, gone.
Trust me.
Trust me. Yeah, there you go, right? Smart. And it wasn't Brizzy. I don't know who this guy is. I'm not really a big basketball guy in general on this, but yeah, how illegal sports betting actually works, how crime works. You've got another guy watching this here. 2 notifications, NBA guys are being arrested for illegal sports betting. So that's basically what happened, right? And I'm really glad to see that, this is happening. I think it's probably a lot worse than you would expect it. But yeah, there it is. A little degeneracy makes the whole world degenerate, maybe, right? But yeah, you think online betting should be illegal, including sports betting? I think that if you want to have betting services and things like that, they should be centered around things that are meant for adult audiences, right? So, like, for example, if you go and you are, like, into gambling or betting, I think, okay, yeah, like, I don't like it, and, like, in a perfect world, like, this is what my perspective has always been. I don't think anybody should ever gamble on anything. I think gambling is bad, and it's destructive. So never gamble, never do this, never get into any of it. All that being said, all that being understood, I also want to say that people are going to do what they're going to do, right? I mean, like, nobody should be able to drink soda either in a perfect world. Like, so I don't want to take away somebody's what they do, but I think that, like, whenever you involve, like, especially minors, like kids that are watching sports, like, is it really is it really good for them to be watching all this like sports gambling ads and everything whenever they're trying to whenever they're like 12 years old, right? They're like, oh, I want to be just like this. And there's so much of an aspirational value placed on professional sports in America that I think that whenever you combine the aspirational value that the sports have in America with having kids being groomed into the culture of now sports, which includes gambling, I think that you are by really, I'm not even going to say by abstraction, you're directly grooming kids into wanting to gamble and wanting to, wager money on sports, right? And so that's it. What was conflict of interest? Yeah. Do you think gambling is sinful, but like tobacco? Sinful is a religious distinction, right? I mean, is it? So that's up to somebody who's like a priest or the Pope, right? But yeah. Disagree. We should allow gambling that uses our skill. If the game has stakes in mind, it will be so much competition in the game. Well, like, I understand that. I understand why people think that, but at the same time, you can't. Like, I mean, do you guys think that sports gambling has been corrosive for like the last 8 years that it's been legal? Because I think it has been. I definitely think it has been. And so anyway, let's go back. I'll see if I can find a few more of these here and look at it. But yeah, I did see this happen, and I'll see if there's any more information about it that I missed out on. Yeah, it's been corrosive. It's been bad in general, right? And so I don't really know why anybody else would even be talking about this. So this take is about everyone who gambled at NBA and sites and allows it. Yeah. And all the FBI had to do was follow me on. For years, I knew Chancey Billups and Terry Rozier were gambling years ago. Terry Rozier had no props listed all day, was never listed on an injury report. His props get listed late, and then he plays the first quarter and is ruled out for the rest of the game. Surely something shady is going on here. This random guy, this random NBA Andy, is sitting here calling this shit out for years. Nobody wanted to listen, but he was right. Bro, Chauncey Billups called a timeout with his two best players, Dingy Avetta with 37, by the way, out of the game for 3 minutes left a 5-point game and never put them back in. You will never convince me that some of these teams don't blatantly lose on purpose. Bro, this guy knew all along. A fucking wizard. Oh my god. Former Call of Duty player with $50,000 earned. Fucking based. Oh my god. Libertarian approach to gambling has been taxed. Well, I think it is taxed, like with the lottery, for example. But yeah, anyway, KD name dropping Twitter trolls, Hood Genius rolling for president. Oh yeah, it's been a lot, right? And let me see if I can find a few more of these if there's anything else going on. But yeah, so these guys are getting arrested for working with these guys. That's what happens. I mean, that's what happens. Like, you go and you do this shit and you're gambling, you're working with the mafia, you're gonna get in trouble. Especially if you're not even trying to keep it under control, man. And so, yeah, it's absolutely insane, but there it is. And I've been looking at this myself, and I don't really know what else to say, but god fucking damn. It is pretty embarrassing, I'll tell you that. So, yeah, you think government cracking down on casinos? Well, I don't know about that. So, yeah. And anyway, look at the Broncos comeback against the Giants on Sunday. I didn't see that. Maybe that was a rig too, right? It was. And so it's fitting they made that we made mafias great again under Trump. Well, the thing is that, yeah, you're right, because all the mafia guys that got caught with this, maybe they weren't doing a good job hiding it. So that's what they get.
Thing is nothing to me. No, I don't. That pressure thing is nothing to me, man. I do the best I can and let the chips fall where they may. You know that about me by now, quick. No, I don't. That pressure thing is nothing to me, man.
Man. He didn't say much, but he said enough, didn't he? FBI needs to investigate NFL. Yeah, the chips. Let the chips fall where they may.